And hello all my fellow nerds out there, this is Uncle Richie and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club Blue Skies mod. So, in the last episode we were going through series routes, and we are still going to be continuing series routes, and of course starting off with another poem. So anyways, depression. And there we go. Alright. Oh man, I'm the last one here. Oh, don't worry about it, everyone's late from time to time. Besides, you've been working hard, so I think you deserve some slack. I guess so. I'm usually pretty punctual, but I just lost track of time today. What made you forget the time? It's a funny story, actually. I recently decided to learn how to play piano, so I was practicing just now. That's probably why I didn't notice the school bell going off. You can play the piano? That's quite impressive. I've always wanted to play an instrument myself. It's not as cool as you make it out to be. I've only ever been playing for a little while, so I've still got a ways to go before I'm any good. You should pick up an instrument too, Yuri. I could definitely see you playing the violin. Yeah, that pretty much suits Yuri perfectly. The violin is a beautiful instrument. I'm partial to the sound of the flute as well. Flutes can be calm and elegant, just like you. Thank you. How's it like to play the piano? It's really an enjoyable instrument to play. Not to mention, I really love how it sounds. One moment it can sound gentle and soothing, the next powerful and full of force. The piano is an instrument that I'm familiar with too. Well, at least somewhat. My father had signed me up for piano lessons when I was younger. He'd been playing it since high school and wanted to pass his passion down to me. I never really got into it. Considering that you'd think that I would hate the piano, but for some reason I find myself internally cheering on Monica. Maybe because it reminds me of my father in a way? Monica, you certainly are a talented individual. First starting your own club from the group up and now picking up the piano on a whim? I doubt I'd be able to do that. Oh, don't say that. Anyone can do amazing things as long as they have the passion for it. Which is why I think we're all going to do amazing at the festival. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be awesome. Natsuki, weren't you just protesting the festival yesterday? Well, obviously I meant everything besides our part of the festival. I still don't like the idea of performing. Monica rolls her eyes. I don't want to start this whole debate all over again. But I am looking forward to everything else. It's a whole day of school where you can just run around and eat till you burst. I can see the eagerness in Natsuki's eyes. She must be really like food. Kind of reminds me of a certain someone. Sayori. Speaking of which, where is Sayori? There you are. Sayori's sitting at a desk in the back of the room, staring out the window. I walk over to her. As I do, I hear the girls continue to converse behind me. But something about squid? Oh my god. Mon-Ika. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh. Are you okay? She forces a smile. It's not very convincing. Of course I am, silly. Why wouldn't I be? I don't know. You just seem a bit off today. Maybe I'm wrong, but my mind wanders back to what she asked me about when we were walking home together. You worry too much, Richie. I'm fine. Seriously. She shows me another smile, much bigger and more genuine. While it seems much more Sayori style, Sayori-like, there's still something inside me that feels like something's up. Sayori must have noticed as she hastens to explain. To tell you the truth, I just didn't get much sleep last night. I'm really tired, so sorry if I'm a little cranky. Seriously though, I'm probably not much fun to hang out with around right now. Why don't you spend some time with the others? I might try to have a little nap. Sure, okay. Just know that if anything's bothering you, you can talk to me, okay? I hate to see you suffering in silence. She nods. Suffering might be a little strong of a word. Well, you know what I mean. Sayori nods again and then shoos me away. As I wander off to talk to Monica, the feeling of uneasiness isn't going away. Maybe that's just how Sayori is these days? I mean, it's been a good few years since we probably hung out together. Maybe she's changed. Deep down, I know that isn't the reason. Still, maybe Monica knows more than I do. After all, she's the president, right? I timidly approach her. She's shuffling through some papers at the desk. Richie, what's up? I decided to just jump right in. There's no point in beating around the bush. Hey, so, have you noticed anything wrong with Sayori recently? Wrong? What do you mean? I don't know. It's just, she seems a little downcast today. So, do you have any idea why she might be feeling off? Like, have you seen her act this way before? No, I can't say that I've seen her like this before. Yeah, she said she's just feeling tired because she didn't get much sleep. But to be honest, I'm not buying it. She's normally upbeat and cheerful. Her behavior has been so uncharacteristic. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Wait, didn't she say she was going to try a nap? Maybe there is something on her mind. My question, though, is why are you asking me, Richie? You've certainly known her longer than I have. Yeah, well, you spent more time around her recently than I have, with the club and all. I guess so. But I've never seen her dismiss me? Maybe she didn't exactly dismiss me, but it felt like she just wanted me gone. Sorry, I'm just concerned for her, you know. I just wanted to ask you if you knew anything, that's all. No. I appreciate you coming to me. It's really sweet how concerned you are for her. After all, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Eh? You sure that's a good idea? She seems like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? I know you've known Sayori for longer than I have, so perhaps you're right. Still, it's worth a try. I also have to talk to her about what she wants to do for the festival anyway. Oh, alright, fair enough then. I just hope she's more receptive to you when she was with me, than she was with me. Monica pauses, studying my worried facial expression. The warmth of her smile reflects in her eyes. You really care about her, don't you? From what I can gather, you've been friends for a while. Yeah, we've been childhood friends for as long as I can remember. Although, before I joined the club, we had been drifting a lot. I hate thinking that she's been like this before without me around to help her. I know it's hard, Richie. It's never easy seeing a friend suffer. But for what it's worth, she's lucky to have someone who's so thoughtful looking out for her. Don't blame yourself for it. You can't always be there for everyone. I know she's right, but the feeling of guilt still resides. Yeah, I guess. Hey, she's been a lot happier since she joined the club, you know. Huh? Really? Yep. She told me she was kind of surprised at first, that she didn't expect you to want to join. But once she got over that, she enjoyed having you around. Anyways, I know it's hard seeing her like this. I'll talk to her and see what I can do, okay? She'll be fine, don't you worry. I sure hope so. Let's just hope you're right, Monica. Thank you for everything, by the way. You've been a big help. You're too kind, Richie. Nothing to thank me for. Sorry, I thought I saw something on my wall. She stands up from the desk and walks across the room to where Sayori was sitting. I watch her kneel down to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica to talk to her. Okay, everyone! As some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before we know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica. She smiles reassuringly at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Alright, you know, this time I think I'm gonna go out of order, so let's go Natsuki first. This one's alright. Alright. Yeah, it's about average. Not amazing, but not terrible. Well, at least I'm trying. I never said you weren't. This just isn't my style. Alright, nothing wrong with that. People have their opinions. Yep, your poems are kinda like decent, I guess in a word. It feels like there's potential in them, but it just stops short of it. Well, any tips to finally reach this potential you keep talking about? Coming to the pro for tips, are ya? Alright, I'll help you out this time. Natsuki examines my poem once more. Alright, I think I know what the problem is. It's your language. It's mediocre. My language? Like, the words you use. There's nothing really special about them. They're just average words. I think you should use some softer words. Like my poems. So I should start writing like you, is what you're saying. Well, my poems are the best. See Natsuki so proud of her work, I can't help but smile. Alright, Natsuki, whatever you say. Let's see your poem now. Oh yeah, here. Something happy. Cookies and cream and my own happy place. Fresh and warm sunshine and breeze on my face. These are things that happiness means. Just folded laundry, hot from the dryer, lifts of my spirits, so they can't go much higher. Can we get much higher? Puppies and kittens and cute bunnies too, all cuddled up with small barks, squeaks, and mews. These are the things that make me beam. Sleeping in a big soft bed, listening to the rain pit-pat overhead. Talking with friends and laughing aloud, all worries now gone and playing around. These are the things that fill my dreams, but sometimes happiness is hard to find. I know darkness lingers in everyone too, and some people feel the eternal blues. So there is a poem from me to you. So here's a poem from me to you. Please know that people are all alike. If we stick together, we'll be all right. Let's talk and laugh about happy things and find the joy that true friends can bring. Aww, that's so cute. Well, not just cute, but like it's sweet. In a way, I can see how considerate it could be. Like when you really think about it like that. Yeah, you know what this poem is about, right? You wrote it for Yuri, right? I wouldn't say. Well, actually, yeah. I wrote it after seeing how much effort Yuri was putting into changing. I mean, it's only fair after the poem she wrote for me, right? Well, not for me, but don't worry, I know what you mean. Anyway, I guess that you were? Shut up. I was childish, alright? I just always get caught up in the moment. It's hard for me to let go of that sort of stuff. But yeah, after writing two negative poems, a positive poem was pretty refreshing. I do like the feel of this poem. It really is something happy. Yeah, I mean, I was feeling happy when I was writing it, so naturally the mood would be happy too. The ending is a bit bittersweet though. Ah, yeah, about that. Well, I was thinking that Yuri probably has problems that I don't know about. I mean, all people do, right? So I guess the message at the end was that even if we have problems and even if we're feeling sad, if we look towards our friends, we can find happiness. You know, joy and solidarity and stuff. Solidarity, eh? That's a very Yuri-ish word. Well, I was thinking about what Yuri would call it, so. And I'm not dumb, you know. I do know big words. I just consciously decide not to use them. Alright, I get you. I think Yuri will really appreciate your poem, though. She better. Right, Yuri. Yuri glances over at me, but quickly turns away. Perhaps she wants to be left alone for now. I'll let her come to me if she changes her mind. Alright, Monica. Hey, Richie. I approach Monica wanting to talk about Sayori with her some more. But she takes control of the conversation before I can say anything and immediately jumps to the club's business. This might be a surprise, but we have a festival coming up soon. Oh wow, I never would have guessed. Have you thought about what you wanted to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club room is one thing, but performing it in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Despite any praise the girls might have given me, I really doubt that my poetry is up to snuff. I'm sure that there's not just a little bias during the poetry discussions. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. You wouldn't want to let down the club, right? She says that with a teasing tone, but a chill just runs down my spine when I think about the implications of disappointing everyone. Who knows what Monica would do to me if I betrayed her as her loyal literature club subject. Not to mention, I'm also looking forward to seeing your performance. Right. That's definitely not something That's definitely not something that I can relate to. Don't worry so much. You'll do fine. After all, you've been doing fine in these poetry discussions so far. So you say. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Here it is. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Although we're supposed to be discussing poetry right now, I can't help but remain preoccupied by thoughts of Sayori. I'm worried about her, to say the least. It's such an unexpected change that's come over her. Did something happen? Richie? Huh? Sorry, did you just call my name? Twice, actually. You seem like you're a million miles away. What's up? I was just thinking about whatever happened to Sayori. So sorry if I wasn't paying attention. It's fine, Richie, I understand. For what it's worth, you're a good friend for caring so much about her. Thanks, I just hope that things can go back to normal soon. Well, my advice would be to let her come to you on her own. She'll talk if she wants to talk. I think that you should respect her boundaries for now. You're right, I appreciate the advice, by the way. Of course, I'm always willing to lend a sympathetic ear if you need one. Today might not be the happiest of the days of the club. But that's alright, not every day will be happy. We'll all pull through this together. I hope so. I feel like I shouldn't be going around the club normally. But I think Sayori probably needs some normalcy right now. In the end, I try to get the poem sharing back on track. Anyway, since we're supposed to be sharing poems right now... Oh, I almost forgot about myself! Some president I am, huh? Monica quickly whips out her pristine composition notebook. Here's my poem then, alright? Thanks. Box Part 2. On my nightstand sits an ornate box, painstakingly crafted, decorated with the most delicate filigree. Beautiful, beautiful, the most beautiful box you'd ever see. In that box stands a slender porcelain ballerina. No, not stands. Twirls. She is inanimate, yet animate. Cold, yet vibrant. And oh, so beautiful. The most beautiful ballerina you'll ever see. She spins and spins and spins. The box's melody goes tinkle, tinkle, tinkle. She neither smiles nor frowns, a permanent look of blank composure, painted on her facade. She dances for my amusement, and yet I am evaded by amusement. The room spins around me, vertigo. I want answers, but she gives me none. I slam the box closed, and yet the room still spins. My skin porcelain. Is this all she's meant to be? Is this the meaning she is supposed to derive? Is this the sole purpose of her existence? And then her skin cracks, shattering. Ooh. You know, I feel like looking for answers and contemplating your reality are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. How fitting. Somber subjects for a somber day. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't one-dimensional creatures. That's what makes people so interesting. You might think that it would be way better if everyone was happy and uncomplicated all the time. But how would we know what happiness was if it weren't for the sadness to compare it to? I guess that's true. Even so, I'd rather not see my friends so troubled. Anyway, here's my perspective for the day. Do you ever feel discouraged when something you put a lot of time into doesn't get as much attention as you thought it would? For instance, you could have spent hours and hours on a poem, only for your friends to barely glance at it when you show it to them. It might make you feel like doing any more is useless. And the sad truth is, the world is so saturated with creative works already that most people won't receive any attention. At least relative to the most popular artists and authors. That's actually not there's actually not much you can do in that situation besides try your best. However, you also shouldn't think of things in terms of popularity and number of views. The most important thing should be your own personal self-satisfaction. If you're proud of yourself and you work, then I say that's enough success. That was the most depressing rain tip of the day ever. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. All right, Sayori. I like this one a lot, Richie. It's probably the best one so far. Oh, well, thanks. I had a feeling you liked this one in particular. Huh? Why's that? Well, I was thinking of things you liked when I was writing it. Really? Yeah, I think I connected most of your writing style. I'm honestly a little surprised that the thought you would have preferred the others. Why? My poetry isn't any special, Richie. Look at Yuri's, for example. Her style is way more sophisticated, and Natsuki is so bouncy and effective. Hey, don't say that. Just because your style is different, it doesn't mean it's bad or anything. Your style is unique. Your poems have a really nice sense of innocence and nostalgia to them. I mean, you managed to make me feel nostalgic about a memory that I've never actually experienced with your Dear Sunshine poem. It made me think of happier times from my childhood. And I really liked that. It made you happy? Yep. Your poems put a smile on my face, Sayori. The other girls' poems are great, don't get me wrong. But like I said, I connect the most with yours. I hope that cheers you up a little bit. For just a moment, the vacant look of melancholy that's been plaguing her face disappears as a smile, as she smiles a genuine smile. Thank you, Richie. It means a lot more than you can imagine. Am I starting to get through to her? Maybe now is the best time to ask what's on her mind. By the way, sorry, I've been meaning to ask you, but pessimistic thoughts suddenly fill my mind. What if she doesn't feel comfortable talking about right now? So, Sari would probably approach me herself with her concerns if she felt comfortable doing so. After all, everyone has their off days, right? I guess it's only normal for her to act a little different from time to time. I don't want to come across as pushy or demanding, even though I'm concerned for her. With a heavy sigh, I changed what I was originally going to ask. Have you thought about what you wanted to do for the festival? Monica said that we'd be doing a variety of things, such as decorations and posters, advertisements. Just by the relief on Sarah's face, I'm guessing she initially expected me to probe her further on her behavior. It's funny you mentioned that. She said she was going to discuss that with everyone today after we all shared poems. Wow, am I a real psychic, aren't I? What, a what? A sidekick? A psychic. It's someone who can read minds and see into the future. Oh, what am I thinking of then? Breakfast? She sticks her tongue out at me. And just like that, the playful banter and lighthearted teasing is back. Maybe I've just been worrying too much. It looks like she's feeling a bit better. Right? Well, I guess I can show you my poem now. Fairy tale. In a kingdom far, far away, there was a castle. In the castle, there was a wish. The wish came to be a long, long ago. She was made into an angel, but I wasn't an angel. I was just a wish to make everyone happy. I took their burdens and did what I could. I kept safe their dreams like a guardian should. The seeds of my efforts then spread far and wide. I fed them with power I found deep inside. People liked me when I made things right. But they got used to it and stopped believing so much. I watched the children playing and felt sad. But I was happy too. I really was. It truly was enough to be the fairy godmother, the one everyone depended on and trusted. But time kept on passing as I gave my all. I had nothing left and I couldn't stand tall. But I kept on going as I'd always done. A soldier in a battle with nowhere to run. Even wishes get tired too. Once everyone is happy, my job was done. But what came after? I could see darkness on the horizon. Quick to make it all go away. When everything's big and bright, what more could anyone wish for? Nobody knew how long it would keep up. But they kept living happily ever after. So what did you think? Wow, Sayori, I had no idea you could write like this. This is something else. Have the others seen this yet? No, not yet. You're the first one I've shown it to. What an honor, eh? So, what's this one about? From what I can gather, it's About someone who tries to keep everyone happy, right? She nods. And people like that, but eventually... And people liked that, but eventually they kinda got used to it. But that's okay, because at least they were still happy. And this person, this kingdom's wish, even she gets a little tired from time to time. But as long as everyone's happy, that's her job. She's happy when others are happy. That's the most important thing. I look back at the poem, trying to pick up the more subtle meanings. But surely the angel doesn't have to be alone. People don't have to depend on her just to be happy. Surely the angel could share the responsibility, right? I don't know, maybe I'm just looking into this a bit too much. I just feel kinda sorry for her. I blink. Am I seriously empathizing with a fictional angel? Maybe I'm really getting into this poetry thing. I'm glad my poems can get such a reaction out of you, Richie. I really put a lot of thought into that one last night. You seem to pick up on it. With an uncomfortable drawn of realization, it becomes quite clear how this poem relates to Sayori. I'm not going to have much luck questioning that, though. Well, I hope the angel finds happiness soon. Maybe she should share her burdens with other people. She might just be surprised at how receptive the people of the kingdom are. But then they'll be sad. That will be selfish. Or maybe they'll be happy to give something back to their angel. After all, she was keeping them happy. It's only fair that they get to give something back to her, right? A shake of the head and a sad smile is the only response. Hey everyone! We're all done sharing poems, right? In which case, let's start figuring out what we're gonna do for the festival. Ugh, you still remembered. Pretend I didn't hear that anyway, as I was saying. Well, I already know what I'm doing. That's right, Natsuki will make your speciality, cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle that by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted! And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sarah, you mentioned the goodie bags earlier, if I remember correctly. Yep, I want to make some goodie bags for everyone and put in little quotes, bookmarks, and candies. Ah yes, that was great. Great idea, people will love that. Indeed, we're glad you're helping, Sayori. You guys, it's nothing special. The cupcakes sound amazing, though. Of course, because I'll be making them. Well, we all share a collective laugh. How about you, Yuri? Ideally, I'd like to do something that could enhance the atmosphere of our performance. I'd like to experiment with some aromatherapy as well, if that's okay with you. Of course, that's fine. I'm excited to see what you come up with. You've also got a beautiful hand ring, so perhaps something that involves that? Yuri ponders for a moment. How about banners and decorations? It's funny that you mentioned that. I was just about to say that myself. Well, great minds think alike, right? She shares a laugh with Yuri and turns to me. Anyway, that just leaves you, Richie. The only member of the club who's useless. Don't say that. In fact, it looks like all of us have a lot of work to do for the festival. I'm pretty sure I speak for everyone when I say that some help would be much appreciated. So it's basically a choice between who to spend my weekend with. Why do I feel so nervous? I suppose I could use a bit of help. Not that I really need it, but if you want to help bake stuff, I could always have you just do some of the dirty work. But if you help, you better not sneak a cupcake to eat. Natsuki, I doubt Richie will want to help you if you make him out to be a burden. If you don't need any help, I believe he'd be better off assisting someone else. Well, that's up to him to decide. Maybe he likes baking. Have you ever thought of that? Besides, how hard could making decorations be? It's not as though I'm only speaking for myself. Maka and Sayori would likely be appreciative of help as well. And not that it really matters, but decorating requires a lot of creativity and meticulous work. So does baking. You never baked a day in your life. How could you possibly know? Through their bickering, I can't help but notice Sayori hasn't said a word. Does she not want me to help her? Or am I just overthinking this? Is it possible to properly think what's arguing going on? Guys! Let's settle down for a moment. In the end, it's like Natsuki said. Richie is the only one who gets to decide how he'd like to contribute. There's no need to argue over him like he's the last boy on Earth. I think it's fair to say that each of us have plenty of work to do. This has nothing to do with him being a boy. I like that's the only thing that Natsuki notices. I agree. We're merely discussing our workloads. Looks like Monica has united Natsuki and Yuri with a common enemy. Uh, sorry. I was just saying though. Jeez. Can we move on already? Alright then, moving along. Richie, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Ah, of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me, varying expressions playing on their faces. Of course I'm gonna go with... Oh. Okay, no, we're gonna save here. Of course I'm gonna go with Sayori. I mean, this is the Sayori route we're doing. Why wouldn't we? Hey, Sayori. It's been a while since we hung out together, hasn't it? It'd be a lot of fun making goodie bags, I reckon. Mind if I give you a hand with them? She doesn't look quite as happy as I hoped she would be. Are you sure? I wouldn't want to bore you. Plus, it really isn't that much work. The others have a lot more to do, so I'm sure they'll get more help out of you than I would. I exchanged looks at Yuri, Natsuki, and Monica. None of us really know how to react. It's okay, Sayori, really. It's no problem. I work well alone. It wouldn't cause any hassle. Yeah, relax. I've baked loads of cupcakes before, remember? This'll be a walk in the park. Sayori, no matter who we picked, the outcome will pretty much be the same. We've all got work to do, and our tasks are equally important in making sure the festival runs smoothly. Don't feel bad about it. Richie chose you himself. It's what he wants to do. Besides, it's good that he's going to be with you, because we need someone who can keep you from eating all the candies. Ah, hey! Kidding. Seriously, enjoy yourself, guys. You two will have a lot of fun, I can sense it. Sayori still doesn't look overly convinced, but she still smiles and nods at us. Am I really that much of a burden to work with? No, Richie, don't think like that. It's just because she's got something bothering her, that's all. Okay, well that's settled then. Everyone knows what they're doing, and Richie is going to be helping Sayori. I think everything is sorted. That's everything sorted then. I'll see everyone on Monday, and don't forget to practice your poems. It'll be fun, guys, I promise. Yeah, all while Monica's poking Natsuki in the eye. Natsuki rolls her eyes as she leaves the classroom, Yuri, Monica in tow. As she passes by the door, Monica turns to us. Take care of yourself, Sayori. She gives her a gentle smile. Don't worry, I'm fine. I'm curious, but it's best not to ask. They're business after all. Ready to walk home again? Sure, let's go. So I was thinking about tomorrow. We'll probably have to head down and grab supplies for the goodie bags. Is that okay with you? That's fine. What time should I meet you, and where? We can meet at my place. Also, seeing as we have a lot of work to do, let's make it bright and early. I know we have a big day ahead of us, but can we not make it too early? Still a bit lazy, I see. She doesn't smile at the lighthearted jab. Strange. I thought she'd bounce it off of it and call me a meanie or stick her tongue out. But that look on her face. No, it's just I guess I'm not an early riser. No worries. I guess if we both got on with it, we could get everything finished earlier than I imagined. Would 11 a.m. be okay? Yeah, I can work with that. Guess it means I get a lion as well. Thank you. Anyway, there's a few shops we can go into town. I think we'll need to go to one of the arts and crafts stores along with the sweets one. Yeah, sounds good to me. You have my number, right? Just text me if there's any changes in our plans. Otherwise, I'll see you on Sunday at 11. Okay. We turn to walk off to our houses. Oh, and Richie? Yeah? I'm sorry about how I've been acting today. I promise you I'll be fine tomorrow. Today has been a strange day. Just when I thought I was getting closer with Sayori, it makes me think, are any of the other girls harboring any sort of hidden side to them? Who knows? Hey, loading! Yeah, this is gonna definitely make a good thumbnail, honestly. Ooh, wait. This music! I like I like the little smooth symbols in the back. That's nice. It's already Sunday. All right. I think this is a good time to leave this video here for now. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to leave a like, comment what you think, share this video with your friends, and be sure to subscribe, click the bell so you don't miss a single notification. I'll see all of you in the next video. Goodbye.
You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason.